Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. And today guys, we're going to be making something pretty simple on your stovetop, but it's delicious, spicy and sweet. The recipe we're making today is going to be candied nuts. Now you can use whatever nuts you have. It's going to be sweet, it's going to be spicy, and it's also going to be tasty. So come on in so I can show you what you're going to be needing for this recipe. So here's what you're going to be needing for this recipe. You're going to need a half a teaspoon of Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle spice. This is how the jar looks. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Right here it looks like a little mess, but there's 1 teaspoon of vanilla, as well as 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. The vanilla liquidized the brown sugar. And then you're also going to need a 1/2 cup of honey, as well as 2 cups of nuts of your choice. I have walnuts there, and that's what I'm using today. This dish is going to be simple yet delicious. We're going to cook it over our stovetop, and the first thing you're going to want to do is put your flame on like a medium to medium low heat, because we're going to get the pan nice and warm for this delicious ingredients. So now right here I have a 1/2 cup of honey, but when you do your honey, a trick to this is you spray it with any type of like can spray. You put it on there, spray it first, and it should come out with ease, guys. That's the first thing I'm going to place into my pan. See how it's coming out? Pretty easy. Before, it probably wouldn't have came out as easy if you didn't spray it. So that's my little trick on it coming out easy. And there you have it. So now I'm going to add all of my other ingredients with my sugar and my vanilla, as well as all of my spices. Now, if you guys don't like a spice, the thing to do with that is just leave it out, because these candied nuts are good without the spice in there. But I just thought I'd spicing up your guys' life a little bit and give it a little kick. These nuts are great for salads or just to eat them as a snack. So what you're going to want to do is just mix everything and incorporate everything in the pan like that. Like I said, you're not going to add your nuts at this point. I'm going to wait a little bit until all of this starts bubbling, and I'll show you that, and then that's when I'm going to add my nuts in. Okay, you see it bubbling now? That's how you're going to want it before you add your nuts. Now I'm going to place all of my nuts in the pan, and I like to cook them for about maybe like 3 to 4 minutes till everything gets coated, and as well as it also gets toasted. So that's what you're going to do right now. You're just going to want to coat all of your nuts with that nice, sweet, sticky ingredient. And just make sure everything gets coated. You're going to want to make sure you stay by your pan during this process, because you're going to stir it every once in a while. So let's continue to just cook these up and let it marinate and simmer with all of those yummy, delicious ingredients. Now it depends on you guys. See how much darker it's getting. That's how I like to do mine. If you don't want them as dark, I like to get the nuts a little toasty and their aroma coming out of there. That's why I do this process. But if you take them out now, it'll still be just as delicious. You just don't want to burn your ingredients. That's why I say it's important to stay by your pan. It doesn't take that long, guys. It only takes a couple minutes just to sit here and stir them every once in a while. See the caramelization? of everything. All those flavors, if you guys could just smell them, they smell so good. And we're just going to continue cooking them for about another minute. Now it's been a minute. I see the color and I also smell the aroma of the nuts. That's when you're going to want to turn off your heat. And now I'm going to get a pot holder and I'm going to transfer it. You're going to want to take any spray oil of your choice. Now, if you put parchment paper or wax paper, I recommend you spray that as well, so you won't stick, because honey is sticky and sugar is sticky. So I'm just going to give my pan a good spray. And I'm going to place all of my yumminess into the pan. See how good it looks, guys? These are delicious on salads. I put these on salads and we just like to have them just as a snack. If you don't want to use the brown sugar, in replace of that, you can also use coconut sugar, which is what I usually use, but a lot of people have different items in their house. I'm just giving you guys different ingredients that you can replace instead. So now you're just going to want to just kind of spread it out a little bit, unless you want different clumps, because it will stick to each other. And just spread it out like that. And now this is the most work that's going to happen, is you're going to have to wait an hour and a half to 2 hours just so it can cool, because if you try to eat it right now, believe me, you're gonna burn your mouth. So we're gonna wait and set this aside for it to cool, and then I'll show you how they're gonna look and taste after. Guys, I took them off the plate and look at, you see the little chili flakes and specks in there? Super delicious. It was about, I believe it was like an hour and a half that I let them cool. Now I'm gonna taste these yummy goodnesses for you. It's like, it has a little bit of like tang from the spice, but the sweetness and the salty, if you like sweet and salty, you're definitely gonna love these. Don't forget to try this delicious recipe for your salads, for all of the goodness, or just to snack on. Hey, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna snack on some of these right now. It's simple yet delicious. You guys stay safe. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.